One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to one of the most beautiful campuses in the country, Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and home to the Red Hawks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami, Ohio Red Hawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Red Hawks will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on second and inches. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch, it's Gilbert. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Leaves it with the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Here's the hit. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Miles. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's loose. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Powell. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
To the air, it's Flowers. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Receivers work tirelessly at tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Across the 25. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this off.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Miles. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Under fire. He'll pull it down inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
They'll leave it with him. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Got his man quickly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First and goal, Jacksonville State.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the direct snap, it's Paul. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and this time around.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Williamson. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Past the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, do they set up some field position.
What an outstanding job by that guy. Ball's on the ground, he finds it, he scoops it up, and he's not thinking, hey, I'm just gonna go down, I'm gonna go out of bounds. I'm trying to score. He's got a convoy, he's got people trying to help block for him. He ended up getting tackled, but not before going off.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Redhawks. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. To throw, it's Flowers. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Almost had the completion. just missed it.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. On the run, it's Powell. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Gamecocks will try to move the chains on 4th down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Miles. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want...
Oh, he's got some space. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Back to throw, it's Miles. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deeks Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Williamson. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Flowers. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Jacksonville State.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Miles. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Gives it on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Still in their own territory, they'll go for it on fourth and long from their own 42. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Miles. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Running to Green. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on third. Going for 6. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Powers through.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
To the ground with the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Finds some fresh air. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Zings it complete to the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quick release by the QB. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the move, he fires. He's got it. He's trying to get it in. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack, because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Charcoal. Ready, go. Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Paul.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Back to throw. It's Flowers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Yeah, you could definitely catch a break there with that ball bouncing out of bounds. Third down, trying to make a play, trying to get the first down, but Palmer, ball security is job security.
Especially against this defense, David, because we know they take pride in creating turnovers, and they practice this throughout the week. They're running the football, getting hats on it. You see guys constantly swatting away. This offense